What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Granulariti AI tutorial. Today we are going to talk about something that I think has been kind of looked over for a while, and that is OpenAI's custom GPTs. There was some hype in the past about it. I think that hype has died down, and now that we've kind of gotten to a base level of popularity for custom GPTs, I think it's only right that we bring it back and discuss where its real use case is. And that is creating a knowledge base for companies so that their employees, their full-time employees, have somewhere where it can be useful for onboarding employees. Maybe it's useful for having a FAQ place for companies, stuff like that. I always tell people that I work with, before you ask me any question, if it's simple enough, please make sure you ask it to these co-pilots or GPTs first, because you could probably get a better answer and more comprehensive answer from those applications than from me. Plus, if it's also just a simple question, I probably don't want to answer it. It's probably very obvious, and you can probably ask these co-pilots or GPTs for help before asking for me. So anyways, if any of that sounds like helpful information for you, please make sure you like, comment, and if you get any value from these tutorials and these videos and this content, please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you share it to other individuals who would love to learn about how to create your own custom GPTs here, so that we can kind of make sure we extend the AI knowledge out there so that everybody can be on the same playing field when it comes to this AI revolution that we're in right now. Anyways, let's jump in. So, as you can see, we're in the ChatGPT UI, and I'm pretty sure I have plus, as you can see down at the bottom right. Thing is, I believe the custom GPTs only come with ChatGPT Plus. So I highly recommend, I think it's like $20, highly recommend subscribing to it. $20 isn't a whole lot of money. It's a whole lot of money to some, or most, if even. $20 isn't crazy. There's a whole lot of use that you can get from using ChatGPT Plus, whether it's using the different models, the legacy models, the plus the custom agents you can build, even codecs as well. Highly recommend paying the $20 if you can, to just having the capabilities that ChatGPT Plus can give you. So what you want to do is in the left hand side, you want to go where it says GPTs, right? And you want to hit explore. Now you can see all the other you can see all the other GPTs that have been created, that are trending, that are by ChatGPT, writing ones, productivity ones, research and analysis ones. But I've been in the biotech space for years now. It would be helpful if there was a biotech GPT created that can help me when it comes to GXP related questions. If you're not familiar with GXP, I believe it's good X practices. So there's good manufacturing practices, there's good documentation practices. I think there's GPP as well. But anyways, GMP, GDP, I think are the most popular ones that I'm familiar with. So X just stands for the possible term that you want to put in the middle between G and P. So GXP stands for, X stands for whatever you want to put in place. But maybe you not only want to know what GXP standards there are, maybe you want to learn about FDA regulations. Maybe you want to learn about bioinformatics. Maybe you want to learn about how to create a CRISPR algorithm or an AlphaFold algorithm using Python, and you need some kind of bioinformatic documentation or research papers that might have already accomplished this. We're going to plug that knowledge base into our custom GPT today to begin creating that knowledge base for anyone interested in biotech or who is in biotech and needs that kind of information. So as you can see, we have the GPTs here. You want to go to create to just off the bat start creating your GPT, or go to my GPTs first, see what other GPTs you've created. You can see I already tried my hand at a few. untitled. I haven't published any of these. You are able to publish them once you're done. But for right now, we're going to create a brand new one. You want to go to Custom GPT, and you want to begin by plugging in the name of your GPT. So also there is the ability to kind of, I didn't want to miss this, but there's the ability to kind of create the GPT as we go. So let's say we want to, let's make a GPT dedicated to the biotechnology industry. It should be able to help biotech professionals with GXP related questions, as well as, let's do GXP related questions, FDA related questions, as well as bioinformatic related questions. And from then on, it's just start building the GPT all on its own. And we're gonna go and configuring it ourselves manually, but for right now, let it build, let us do its thing. And as you can see, boom, off the bat, great. I've set up the GPT to be an expert assistant for biotech professionals covering GXP, FDA, and bioinformatics topics. I suggest the name Biotech Compliance and Informatics. Would you like to use that, or do you have another name in mind? We're gonna call this Biotech AI. Yeah, Biotech AI. Something simple, something catchy, easy. So again, it's going to take off, name it Biotech AI. Let's give it a fitting visual identity. I'll generate a profile picture for you. Now, at times, I've had trouble for some reason recently where it's not able to generate the image for whatever reason. Let's give a fitting, I'll generate a profile picture. Looks like there is an issue. Yeah, for some reason, it's been having these issues running into generating the logo, at least, for the GPT. So we're not going to generate a logo for this time, but you get the idea. At some point, whenever, if you try and it's able to generate it for you, cool beans. But I'm not sure why it's giving that error. So now that we kind of have the name, we have the concept of what it's supposed to do, you can see that it included some starter questions, explain the difference between, between GMP and GLP. So certainly, this is a fundamental distinction in regulated life science work. While good manufacturing practice, GMP, and good laboratory practice are both part of the broader family of GXP quality systems, they apply to different phases of product development and have different regulatory intents. So as you can see, this is the kind of the main idea, right? We want it to be able to help in answering biotech, pharma questions. But now let's kind of take the wheel on this versus kind of working with the AI helper or assistant that this is. And instead, we're going to start configuring things ourselves. So as you can see, it's already kind of added the description, the instructions, and expert assistance for biotechnology professionals on GXP related and bioinformatics topics. And let's do something. We're going to add in some coding capabilities, as well as helping with Python related bioinformatic computing. On GXP related FDA bioinformatics topics, as well as helping with Python related bioinformatic computing development. Let's try that. The GPT is designed to serve professionals. Let's kind of open this up. GPT provides content and compliance, including GOP. We're not going to read all this, but you get the idea, as it already kind of provided the instructions, already provided the description. We were able to add the name to it. Already has conversation starters. Now the thing is, we want it to code for capabilities. We don't really need the canvas part or the image generation part, but we will need the web search as well as the code interpreter and data analysis. Now, we don't need to create any actions for this, right? We don't really need to have it do anything necessarily. We just want it to, number one, and maybe we do need the canvas actually, now that I think about it. Maybe we do want the code interpreter, we want the data analysis part, and we want the web search part so it can pull up articles if needed, different research pieces that maybe not part of the uploaded files that we added. Now it comes to the part that we are uploading our own knowledge base. So we want to go to, boom, and then Biotech Custom GPT. And we want, let's see if we can add them all at once. I don't know if we can. We want to add all these knowledge bases to this GPT we have here. So we have one where accurate structure prediction for AlphaFold, introduction to program for bioscientists, BioPython, freely available Python tools, clinical trial features influencing recruitment, yada, 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 GMLP guiding principles. So a bunch here that we want to upload. Let's see if we can all do it at one time. I'm not sure. We can. Cool. So we can upload multiple knowledge bases or multiple files to a knowledge base to then begin using. And maybe we should ask it a question of how can I use CRISPR at home, or how can I use CRISPR at home? Let's see here. Is it possible to use CRISPR? I think that's how you spell it. At home. So as you can see, stopped searching knowledge. I think this means it used our knowledge base for this. If not, I'm sure it provides sources in the end. So maybe it did use our knowledge base for this, because if it didn't, it would have provided sources in the end. So I'm sure this is a mix of probably whatever backend knowledge the GPT already has itself, plus whatever we provided in the, I think one of these is CRISPR related. I can't remember which one it was. In principle, CRISPR gene editing technology can be used outside professional laboratories, but doing so at home raises serious safety and ethical and legal concerns. Here's a structured overview. DIY CRISPR kits are commercially available from companies like the Odin or Amino Labs. These allow simple and non-pathogenic experience, such as editing E. coli or yeast to change color or antibiotic resistance. Okay, cool. Let's see here. Let's ask a coding question. Can you give me starter code? And we want it to be more so related to the AlphaFold piece. I forgot which one was related to AlphaFold, but we have one of these files related to AlphaFold. Can you give me starting code for using AlphaFold with Python? Is it possible? Move my face out the way. Yes, it's possible. AlphaFold Python, but there are important distinctions between can actually run DMI, open source. You can run it in Google Colab. Option A, use Colab Fold, recommended for individuals, a lightweight AlphaFold 2 wrapper, faster and easier to set up, pip install Colab Fold. So it does provide code. Example using AlphaFold Colab Fold in Python. Here's a minimal example to predict protein structure, So as you can see, right, it's able to use not only our knowledge base plus whatever backend knowledge base GPT already has to kind of create things. So let's do one more to see if it searches outside of our knowledge base to derive answers. Please search for information on recent biotech news. And the cool part about this too is that you're still able to switch between models. You can either default to it just using model 5, or you're able to kind of use the legacy models it has. And wow, they took away a lot of the other legacy ones. All they have is 4.0 now. Interesting. So recent biotech news highlights. As you can see, it provides sources. Cool. Market Watch, Times of India. Key news. Inovio Pharmaceuticals completes rolling BLA submission for DNA immunotherapy in adults. Roche partners with AI startup for brain drug discovery. Unicure stock plunges. So anyways, now that we have and we've set up our Biotech AI GPT, we have the description, we have the instructions, we have the conversation starters. Now, recommended model. Oh yeah, you are able to select which model you want. That is also true. I still prefer using GPT-5 just because it's the most recent and the best. I do think GPT 4.0 is better at coding. If you are looking to develop more coding applications or coding GPTs, I would use 4.0. That's just my opinion and my take. GPT-5 is very good at writing and is more explanatory and comprehensive though. I would not recommend GPT-5 thinking unless you're trying to write papers and are doing deep research into things and really need a model to kind of fact check itself in a way. So yeah, no recommended models. This is a general kind of GPT for biotech, but you get the idea. Now what we want to do is begin creating our model. So you go to create. We're not going to have this out there just yet, unless you wanted to. Maybe we could add it to the store. So GPT store, Biotech AI by Cameron Williams. Let's put it as research and analysis, right? Because not only do we have this related to coding and bioinformatics, but it's also can be a good way to kind of learn about different GXP requirements and FDA regulations that are out there. So research analysis, Cameron Williams, GPT store, and boom, save. Now what should happen, theoretically, is we should be able to create this GPT, view it, and as you can see, here we are, viewing it within our space. It already has kind of predefined questions that we can use, and also, we should be able to use Biotech AI, and it should pop up here. Boom. Capabilities: web search, code interpreter and data analysis, and Canvas. An expert assistant for biotechnology professionals, And again, we can start the chat. And let's do, please explain to me how to create an algorithm to examine and predict protein structures. And there we go. So that's how you build your own GPT in under 20 minutes, 18 minutes. I'm sure we could have done it quicker probably. But under 20 minutes, you have your own GPT that you can have here that explains creating algorithms to examine and predict protein structures involves integrating biological insight with machine learning, whoop-de-woo. Example, algorithmic pipeline. Here's a high-level pseudocode flow. And then let's see, can you give me starter code in Python to achieve this? And let's not even just use Python. I think one language I haven't touched in so long that I've been kind of wanting to get back into is C++. Let's see if you can write it on C++ as well. Absolutely, let's build a foundation for you to start coding a protein structure pipeline in Python. You won't recreate AlphaFold overnight. That'll take deep mind level compute decades. Examine setup, BioPython, sequence of structure manipulation, deep learning, molecular mechanics for structure relaxation, transformers, easy access, pre-trained models. Or transformers, I think, is from Hugging Face. And as you can see again, like it's able to kind of give you the code for it and list out. Can this code be written in C++? Just out of curiosity. Yes, you can abstract the protein structure prediction pipeline in C++. That was a very different experience. Python dominates bioinformatics because it has BioPython, PyTorch, transformers. Yeah, that's true. Very, very many packages. But the same concept can be done. Example, basic C++ skeleton. So again, this is how you can create your own simple GPT model within ChatGPT as long as you have ChatGPT Plus. It can be easy. This is biotech specific only because I've worked for a long time in biotech, so I have my career in biotech, but this can be meant for any industry, whether it's in oil and gas, manufacturing, automobiles, sales. You can create, think about it, you can create a knowledge base for your own team, for your company in less than 20 minutes by just putting the files that are most frequently asked into ChatGPT. Maybe hopefully your company has ChatGPT Enterprise. Putting these files into these GPT custom GPTs that you can then use and have to share within your team, and versus them coming to you with very simple and obvious questions, maybe because they're being onboarded, you can instead say, hey, use this GPT to answer all your questions related to you being onboarded, or all your questions related to FDA regulatory stuff or GXP related stuff. So anyways, if you found this video interesting, if you found it helpful, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you like. Please make sure you comment. And if you found any value in this video, make sure you share it amongst your peers, amongst others, amongst your leadership, so that maybe you too can have that knowledge base that you can create for yourself. And and with that being said, bye-bye.